Let's review a file that we recently closed in Yonkers, New York here. It was a 2-family, 6 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms here. And this is what the property looks like for $795,000. They put down 20% down payment, $159,000 there. And the monthly liability was only on the lower end, $251. Okay, this is your credit cards, your student loans, your lease payments, anything that's revolving debt there. There were 2 borrowers on the file, and for the credit score, we used 761 credit scores for them, and household income was $163,000. This was not on the tax returns, but because they use a 1099 loan program, non-QM, we're going to show you how do we get to $163,000 there. Both of them were Uber drivers. Property taxes were nearly $8,500 and home insurance around $3,000 there. Okay. And for them, the interest rate they received was 6.49. That's really good for a non-QM loan, but the closing cost is a little bit on the higher end because they end up paying a little bit on the higher end because they did not file taxes on with the right amount, I would say, but they used a non-QM loan. Okay, and their principal and interest was $4,015, and they have an escrow account for $967 there. Okay, so collectively their payment was nearly $5,000. Okay, when we said $39,000 closing cost, in Section A, you typically, when you file your taxes in Section A, you should be paying no more than $1,500 for underwriting fees on a typical loan. But when it's a non-QM, you end up paying a little bit more, around 2% higher in your closing costs and origination fees there. Okay. In Section 2 here, or Section B here, this is the services that you did not shop for, your appraisal fees and other fees there, nearly $2,100 there. Okay. And your title fees was around $2,300 there. And the government fees, this depends on which county that you live in, and mortgage, recording tax, and your recording fees collectively was around $10,000 there. Okay, your prepays, these are the services that you paid for, including the home insurance, $3,100 there, and your prepaid interest. Okay, so collectively nearly $5,000 there. Your escrow account that we're starting off with, nearly $2,900 there. This includes 3 months of your home insurance and your 10 months of your property taxes and 4 months of your city property taxes there. Okay, and you definitely need a owner's title insurance. It shows optional, but this is to protect you from anybody coming into your house and saying this is my house. You want title insurance, so nearly $3,500 there. Okay, and the loan type that this person chose was non-QM 1099, where we look at their 1099 and we take 90% of that. Okay, we use 90% of the gross income from there. But you do need 720 credit scores, and you do need 20% down payment. So if you're looking for a property in New York and you want to talk about non-QM loan, please get in touch.